All right, everyone, get ready, because today we are going on a deep dive.
Ooh, exciting.
It is into a book that's, well, not just out of this world.
Out of this galaxy.
Yeah, exactly. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That's the one.
I mean, just picture this. A guidebook jammed full of bizarre alien races.
Oh, I love those.
Right. Mind-boggling technology
Of
and,
course. Gotta have that.
yeah, like some of the most side-splitting humor.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it like, you know?
Oh, it's wild.
It really is. Adams doesn't just make you laugh, though.
Oh, no, there's so much more to it.
He sneaks in these, like, deep, philosophical questions about life, the universe, and everything.
Oh, yeah, the big stuff.
Like he's saying, hey, let's laugh at how absurd it all is, but, like, also think about it all at the same time.
Exactly. And we're kicking off this deep dive with a perfectly ordinary Englishman,
All right.
Arthur Dent, who's about to have the worst Thursday of his life.
Oh, no. Worse than mine.
Oh, I think so, yeah. Imagine you wake up and you discover your house is about to be demolished to make way for a bypass.
You're kidding.
Nope.
It's brilliant, though, how Adams sets it all up.
Oh, totally.
Arthur's just so normal, so everyday. It makes the crazy stuff that's coming even crazier.
Yeah, it's that contrast, right?
Yeah. And it's like that thing humans do, we get so caught up in the day-to-day,
Going through the motions.
point A to point B.
Exactly. And never asking why.
Right. Why are we even doing this?
No, back to Arthur, though.
Okay.
He's not giving up without a fight. The guy lies down in the mud in front of the bulldozers to
Yeah.
stop them.
Oh, wow.
I gotta admire the stubbornness, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we meet Mr. Prosser,
Ah, yes, Mr. Prosser.
the poor official just trying to get this demolition going.
Right. Totally bewildered.
He's the perfect picture of bureaucracy gone wrong.
Just following orders, no clue about the bigger picture.
None. And then, just when you think it can't get any weirder,
Oh, buckle up.
Ford Prefect shows up.
Arthur's, well, friend.
So we think at first,
Ford Prefect. What a name.
he's proof that looks can be deceiving.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like a normal, kind of quirky guy.
Hangs out at the pub.
Right. Asks policemen for directions to Beetlejuice.
Wait, really? Directions to Beetlejuice?
Seriously. But he's an alien researcher,
Oh, wow.
stranded on Earth for 15 years.
15 years. Imagine that.
Desperate for any sign he's not alone in the universe.
It's both hilarious and kind of heartbreaking when you think about it.
Totally. But, amidst all that, Ford saves Arthur from getting bulldozed.
Oh, good.
Convinces Mr. Prosser to take Arthur's place.
No way.
Yep. Buys him time to head to the pub.
Smart move. Speaking of the pub,
Oh, here we go.
we have to talk about the Pangalactic Gargle Blaster.
Oh, that drink.
What kind of drink feels like having your brain smashed out by a slice of lemon wrapped around a large gold brick?
It's like pure atoms. Absurd, nonsensical.
Just like the universe itself.
Exactly. But, it makes you think,
Yeah.
what would a sensation that intense even be like?
What else is out there?
Exactly.
So while they're having their improbably potent cocktails
Yep.
up in the sky,
Yeah, those yellow somethings.
Earth's astronomers are clueless,
Yeah.
but Ford's sub-ethosensomatic is freaking out.
Okay, hold on. What's a...
Sub-ethosensomatic, it's like a cosmic Geiger counter, but for spaceships.
Oh, got it.
And it's screaming at Ford that something big is about to happen.
Something big, like what?
Like, the Bagons are coming,
Klingons. Who are...
bureaucratic aliens.
Ugh, that's terrible.
Oh, they are. They're on a mission to demolish Earth,
What? Why?
to make way for a hyperspace bypass.
A bypass. Seriously.
Yep. It's like the ultimate cosmic indifference.
Indifference. What do you mean?
They don't even hate Earth. They're just indifferent. Following orders, clearing the way for their project.
And billions of lives are just in the way.
Exactly.
That's terrifying, but also kind of funny.
Oh, absolutely. Adams is a master at that. So Earth's about to be obliterated,
This is bad.
and Ford finally tells Arthur who he really is.
And what's the first thing he tells him to grab?
His towel.
His towel. Seriously.
According to the Hitchhiker's Guide, a towel is the most useful thing for an interstellar hitchhiker.
More useful than, I don't know, a spaceship.
You'd be surprised. Practical stuff, warmth, shelter, even self-defense.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess.
But it's also symbolic.
Of what?
Being prepared, resourceful, being able to handle anything.
Like a metaphor for life, even if your life involves planetary demolitions?
Exactly. And you never know when you'll need a good towel. Now about those Vogons.
Oh, yeah, the poetry
Ah,
list.
yes, the poetry. It's truly awful.
How awful are we talking here?
The third worst poetry in the
The
universe.
third worst. There's something worse than Vogon poetry.
Oh, yeah. Much worse. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's see what happens when the Vogons decide to share their literary talents with Arthur and Ford.
Oh boy, this can't be good.
Oh, it's not. It's really not.
Vogons, Vogons, Vogons. Destroying planets AD, they love poetry.
It's that Adams touch, you know? Yeah, like the universe is this crazy mix of the big and the small.
Exactly. You've got these super advanced aliens,
Blowing up planets,
but their passion is poetry.
and terrible poetry at that. You said third worst in the universe.
Third worst. The second worst is, well,
Oh, there's worse. What could be worse?
the Azagoths of Kriya. Their poetry is so bad, it's physically painful.
Seriously.
People have died at their readings.
No way.
Oh, yeah. There's this story about Grunthos the Flatulent.
Grunthos the Flatulent. Okay, the name alone.
He was their poet master,
Yeah.
and his poetry was so awful, people, well,
They didn't make it.
yeah, internal hemorrhaging even.
Wow. That's both horrifying and kind of hilarious.
It's like a reminder that anything can be dangerous in the wrong context.
It's poetry.
Even poetry. And, it shows the power of art, even bad art.
So back to our Vogon poets. What happens when they subject Arthur and Ford to their talents?
Well, they get strapped into these poetry appreciation chairs.
Poetry appreciation chairs. Doesn't sound very appreciative.
Oh, it's not. It's basically a Vogon torture device.
And then?
The captain starts reading his masterpiece.
Can't be good. What's it even about?
Picture the most boring, bureaucratic language you can imagine.
Taxes.
Oh, yeah, lots of taxes. Filing cabinets, intergalactic planning committees,
Yikes. And the poetry, like what does it sound like?
droning, monotonous.
Soul crushing.
Pretty much. There's this line about, like, the scent of fresh-mown bureaucracy.
Oh, no, no more. How do they survive this?
At first, they try to be polite,
Oh, yeah, gotta appease the Vogons.
Right, give some fake praise. But Vogons,
You see right through it.
totally. Which is kind of funny when you think about it.
Yeah, like they're about to destroy Earth, but
But they care about poetry criticism.
it's like they have their standards.
Shows that even the worst beings have feelings, I guess.
And it also says something about being genuine.
Even when facing crazy power, be yourself.
Okay, but how do they actually escape?
Just as they're about to get thrown out the airlock.
Oh, no.
Ford remembers something key about Vogons. They're hopelessly bureaucratic.
Huh. So he uses their own rules against them.
Exactly. He starts asking all these ridiculous questions.
Like what?
About procedures, paperwork, authorization codes.
Oh, that's brilliant. Vogon bureaucracy overload.
Exactly. And while the guard is busy looking up regulations,
Ford makes his move.
he figures out the airlock controls. It's a close call, but
They escape into space.
with no spaceship.
Wait, no spaceship? How do they...
Remember the towel?
The towel! It can't turn into a spaceship, can it?
Not quite. But it's about that mindset,
The hitchhiker's mindset.
Right. Preparedness, not giving up. Space is big. Chances of rescue are slim.
Unless you have a towel.
It's more about the attitude it represents.
Like a cosmic good luck charm.
Yeah, something like that. And wouldn't you know it?
They get rescued.
By the Heart of Gold.
The Heart of Gold, that name rings a bell.
Oh, yeah. It's not your average ship. It's powered by the infinite improbability drive.
Hold on, back up. Infinite improbability drive. What is that?
It's like one of the coolest, craziest ideas in sci-fi.
Tell me more.
Imagine a spaceship that can go anywhere, instantly,
Anywhere.
by messing with the laws of probability.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, it is. But it's also how they picked up Arthur and Ford.
So how does it work, this improbability thing?
It's like anything is possible no matter how unlikely.
So like winning the lottery.
Yeah, but on a cosmic scale.
Yeah.
You could turn into a pot of petunias or...
A pot of petunias. Where'd that come from?
Oh, that's part of the story. It's all connected to the drive.
My head's spinning. But who's driving this crazy ship?
Well, there's Zaphod Beeblebrox.
Raphod Beeblebrox.
Yeah, the two-headed, three-armed president of the galaxy.
Two-headed, three-armed. He is the president.
He stole the Heart of Gold, actually. He's a bit of a rogue.
Sounds like it.
Charismatic, though. And
Okay.
Trillion.
Trillion. Who's she?
Arthur met her at a party right before Earth.
Before it went boom.
Yeah. Small universe, huh?
So Arthur's crush is now hanging out with the two-headed president.
It gets even weirder. There's also Marvin.
Marvin?
Marvin, the paranoid android.
Paranoid
As a
android.
robot, but like super depressed.
No, those are fun.
He's just there, adding to the general weirdness.
So where are they going in this improbable ship.
Zaphod set course for Magrathea,
Magrathea, wasn't that?
the legendary planet that makes planets.
Yeah, that's real.
Apparently. Imagine that. Entire worlds made to order.
That's crazy. Why are they going there, though?
Zaphod thinks it's connected to some missing memories.
Missing memories.
He thinks someone messed with his mind.
This just keeps getting better.
He's on a quest for answers,
Yeah.
even if it means risking everything on a supposedly dead planet.
This is wild. I can't wait to see what happens when they get to Magrathea. Okay, so last time we left off, the Heart of Gold, that crazy ship with the infinite improbability drive, was headed straight for Magrathea.
That planet that makes planets.
Yeah, I still can't get over that. Like,
It makes you think, doesn't it?
totally. We started with Arthur worrying about his house.
And now we're talking about building entire worlds.
It's mind-blowing. Adams is a master of scale, like,
He takes you from the everyday to the cosmic.
seamlessly. But, okay, back to the story. They're approaching Magrathea, which is supposed to be extinct, right?
Supposed to be. But as they get closer,
Ah.
their arrival triggers the planet's security system.
Even after 5 million years.
It's a pretty good security system, I guess.
So what happens?
This polite but kind of creepy message plays,
Like a warning.
telling them to turn back, basically.
But of course,
Zaphod doesn't listen.
that sounds about right.
He figures it's just an old recording, tells the ship to keep going.
Bad move.
2 nuclear missiles come flying up at them.
Oh no, that escalated quickly.
You know that classic moment where you think, we're doomed.
So how do they get out of this one?
The infinite improbability drive.
Of course.
There's a catch. Only Arthur can activate it. Can't quite remember how.
Oh, Arthur.
But just in time, the drive kicks in. Things get weird. One missile turns into a giant sperm whale.
A what?
A sperm whale falling from the sky.
Okay, that's just
And the other missile, a bowl of petunias.
petunias. Seriously.
The infinite improbability drive, remember?
So anything is possible.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Luckily, the whale and the petunias don't cause too much trouble.
I mean, a whale falling from the sky.
They land near a hidden entrance to Magrathea's underground.
So they were like cosmic signposts.
In a way, yeah. It's that Adam's touch, you know. Absurd, but it works.
What's in this underground then?
Not just planet-making stuff.
Oh, what else?
They find this whole network of tunnels full of ancient tech.
Wow.
It's like a glimpse into this lost, super advanced civilization.
Like what kind of tech are we talking about?
Huge computer systems, holographic displays, stuff we can't even imagine.
What happened to them though?
That's a good question. It's like, why would a civilization that can build planets just disappear?
Yeah, there's got to be a story there.
And while they're down there, Zaphod tells Ford something crazy.
What's that?
He thinks someone messed with his brain.
Seriously? Like brain surgery?
He shows Ford a scan. It looks like part of his brain's been altered.
So there's a conspiracy, but who?
That's what he's trying to figure out. But then they get trapped.
Trapped? Where?
This chamber that starts filling with gas.
Another close call. How do they get out?
Just in time, this old Magrathian shows up.
An old Magrassian, but the planet's extinct.
Well, not everyone. This guy, his name is Slartibartfast.
Florida Bartfast. Okay, that's a name.
He was put into suspended animation like millions of years ago.
So he's like a time traveler.
In a way, yeah. And guess what? He's a planet designer.
Like he designed planets.
He specialized in coastlines, actually. Won an award for the fjords of Norway.
Norway.
Gone, along with Earth's.
Right.
He's still a bit bummed about it.
I can imagine. But Slartibartfast, he spills the beans. About what?
Earth. Turns out it was custom built.
Custom built by who?
A group of hyper-intelligent, pan-dimensional beings.
That sounds complicated.
They look like mice.
Mice. Seriously.
And get this, they built Earth as a giant computer
For computer, why?
to calculate the question to the ultimate answer.
Wait, the ultimate answer, that was 42, wasn't it?
Exactly. But no one knows the question,
So, all of human history, everything.
which is the big calculation to find a question.
Wow. That is mind-blowing. And
the
then,
mice show up.
in person.
They want to scan Arthur's brain.
Why?
They think the question might be in his subconscious.
So we've got planet-building mice, a two-headed president with altered memories, and a universe where Earth is a giant computer looking for a question to an answer we already know.
And then the Magrathian police show up.
Of course they do.
They think Zaphod and Ford are a threat.
Oh, no.
It's tense. They're about to fight.
Yeah.
And then
What happened?
the police officer's life support just shuts off.
They die. Just like that.
It's like there are these forces at work that we don't understand.
It's getting kind of dark now.
There are forces that might hold the key to the whole thing, you know? Earth, the question, even life itself.
So where does that leave us? I mean, we've gone from a house demolition to, well, everything.
It's been quite a ride.
We met a depressed robot, a planet that makes planets, hyper-intelligent mice.
And a whole lot of absurdity along the way.
That's the Hitchhiker's Guide, right? It makes you laugh, it makes you think.
And it leaves you with more questions than answers.
That's Adams for you. This has been an amazing deep dive.
One of the best.
I feel like I need to read the book again just to process it all.
It's the kind of book that stays with you.
Makes you look at the world differently.
Exactly. So for everyone listening,
Yeah.
remember, don't panic. Embrace the absurdity. Keep your towel close.
And never stop asking questions.
Even if the answers don't make sense.
That's great advice. And if you haven't read The Hitchhiker's Guide,
do it.
It's an experience you won't forget. Until next time, Space Cowboys.